Hi everybody. Some people have had some questions about the different types of buckles that you can find on various strap watches or even on bracelet watches. So I figured we'd take a few minutes and explore each one and give you an idea of what the differences are. Some may work better for you than others. Some may preserve your strap condition a little bit better than others. And some may just be easier to function for different people. The main kind of closures commonly found on modern strap and bracelet watches will be as follows, starting here with your standard fold-over buckle, moving over into a single fold deployant. Next would be a dual deployant. This is a pry-open variety, and this is also a dual deployant, but this has a pusher system to assist in the opening of that dual deployant. Looking at your standard buckle, this is what pretty much everybody will be familiar with. You've got your buckle closure with the tang. The tang simply goes through the strap, through the first keeper, and through the second keeper if it has two keepers. And that's what's going to keep it buckled onto your wrist. Now, the only downside to having a buckle is you're having to actually bend the material over this buckle when you tighten it every time you take it on and off. And some people feel that's going to degrade a higher quality strap like an alligator or something that you spent a lot of money on. And that's what the need for the deployant clasps are for. But if you want the simplest and easiest to use, and that will always be your standard buckle. A great way to preserve your strap to make sure it's going to stay new for longer is to get into some sort of deployant technology. Now on a strap like this, you're looking at about a $600 alligator strap on this Maurice Lacroix. We don't want to go yanking that over a buckle every time we put it on, so we use a deployant. Now in this case, we're going to have a single fold deployant. I simply depress the pushers and open it right up. And this means once I've properly set this to my size, it's very simple. I put this on like a piece of jewelry and I simply snap it over and I'm done. I'm ready to go out and about for my day. When I go to take it off, I simply release it, slide my hand through it, and I'm done once again. That's why a deployant is so desirable for so many people. Getting now into another type of deployant, this is actually a dual deployant clasp, and this is going to be really great for somebody that may have really large hands. They can't slide a single fold deployant clasp over their hand because it doesn't open the strap up quite as much. Now you're going to have two different types of dual deployants. This type is called a pry open, and you simply, as I said, pry it open. Don't worry about doing that. You're not going to hurt it. That is actually the operation of that style of clasp. You take your tongue, run it through the keeper, and then you snap it right down on your wrist, and you're good to go, preserving the life of your strap. Now, another way you can get into a dual deployant clasp is getting into a push button dual deployant. A lot of people find these convenient because they don't have to pry anything open. You simply hit these two pushers, and it will allow you to spring the strap right open. So there you have your dual hinges. And for somebody that may have very broad knuckles or a very big hand, this is going to make it easier to slide the watch onto the wrist with a larger opening than the single fold deployant would typically give you. And when you go to take it off, just simply depress those pushers and it allows it to open right up. So there you have it. There is your push button dual deployant. So hopefully that's going to help you make a decision a little bit easier as the type of strap or bracelet closure that you want on your next watch.